What's up, guys? Dustin McDangle's back here with another video, and welcome back to the channel. In the episode today, we're going to be going over the NHL preview series with the Ottawa Senators, how they finished up last year with team stats, individual stats. We'll take a look at their cap space, draft capital, and talk about what I think they will do this upcoming season. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is completely free. It is awesome. Be sure to hit it. Guys, you have been doing an awesome job joining the channel, helping it grow, and I can't thank you guys enough for the love and support you've been showing. But getting into it, guys, the Ottawa Senators had a pretty interesting season last year. A lot of ups and downs and a lot of perspective to where they're going to be going in the future. They finished the year off 39, 35, and 8 for a total of 86 points. When it came to individual stats, a lot of bright spots on the team. Tim Stützle finished the year off 78 games played and had a total of 90 points. Awesome stuff out of him. Brady Tkachuk, 83 points in 82 games played. Claude Giroux, 79 in 82. DeBrincat, who is no longer with them, 66 in 82. And Batherson, 62 in 82 played. Rounding out the rest of the top 10, you've got Chabot, Pinto, Sanderson, Broussard, and Hamonic. And a lot of good players there on that list, and a lot are definitely coming back. So we'll now move over to the team contracts. Right now, they still have about almost $900,000 worth of cap. Got a ton of draft capital moving forward. 2 first-round picks, second-round pick, 3 fourth-round picks, 5th and 6th in next year's draft. Looking at the team sheet here, there's everybody on here. The only one you don't see is a professional tryout for Josh Bailey, who was cut from the New York Islanders. But man, oh man, this team is looking pretty nice when it comes to their depth and contracts. Couple contract years. Tarasenko did sign the 1-year deal in free agency for $5 million. You've got Kubalik coming over in a trade. He's got 2.5 left on his deal, which ends after this season. You've got Parker Kelly. He is on a contract year, 24 years old, will be a restricted free agent. Shane Pinto and Sokolov are still working a deal out right now, trying to get that squared away. And on the back end, Brandstrom is the only person on a deal that will be up after this upcoming season. So he's playing for a contract. As of right now, they only have one goaltender on their starting roster, with Korpisalo at 4 years, or I should say 5 years, at $4 million. Each year. But looking at the rest of their contracts on their team, very good deals. Tim Stützle, he is locked in until 2030 at that $8.35 million. Brady Tkachuk, the captain, $8,205,714. Not sure why that is the way it is, but it is for the next 5 years. Claude Giroux has got 2 more years left at 6.5. Batherson, 4.975 for the next 4. You've got Joseph, he's got 2.95 for the next 3. And a lot of other good deals on their depth on the back end. Chabot, $8 million for the next 5. You've got Chychrun, 4.6 for the next 2. You got Zub there, 4.6 for the next 4. Talked about Brandstrom. Hamonic is 1.1 for the next 2. They just re-signed Sanderson, $8.05 million until 2031 after this upcoming season. And they've also got Jacob Bedard-Docker. So they have a lot of really good depth on the back end. And realistically speaking, when it comes to what they can do with this team, I think they will definitely be in the hunt for a playoff spot. They definitely have the depth up front and on the back end. Stützle, Tkachuk, Giroux, Tarasenko, Batherson, and then I think kind of tails off after that on the back end. Chabot, Chychrun, Zub, Brandstrom, Hamonic, Sanderson, Bedard-Docker. I mean, at least 2 of those players are elite caliber. I think Chabot and Sanderson. You can almost throw Chychrun in there. I know he was traded last year. Had to figure out, was a very interesting circumstances in that trade. But this team is definitely stacked. Getting into my official prediction for the Ottawa Senators now, it's going to be tough to tell where they'll finish this upcoming season. I think they'll be around where they were at last year, but I think they'll do a little bit better. I'm expecting anywhere from 88 to 92 points, hunting for a playoff spot. I know the last team to get in the East had 92, so again, that puts them on the cusp of playoff hockey when it comes to big years and who they need to step up. Obviously, Stützle, Tkachuk, they need to have big years. I think they need to have a big year from Tarasenko coming in and proving that, hey, give me some more money, maybe have him stick around, or maybe he goes elsewhere. I think if he can have 65 or more points, that'll be a huge year for him. On the back end, Shavat needs to have a big year. Chikrin needs to have a bounce-back year. It'll be interesting to see what Brandstrom does, 24 years old, on a contract year. I know between the pipes, Korpisalo and I know Forsberg, they'll wait for him to get off the injured reserve. But if they can have a solid duo in between the pipes, I think that'll also help because, again, the depth that they have and the style of play that they do have, I think will bode well for this upcoming season. I know a lot of players in the minus last year, but I think with injuries last year that did have a plague effect on them. But I think this upcoming season, if they can stay healthy, find a way to get the puck in the back of the net and adversely keep the puck out of their net, I think good things will come. If Shavat has a full year, I expect him up around that 80-point mark, 100%, which I think will help out. The forwards having that distributor of the puck, Jake Sanderson, again, really interested to see what he can do this upcoming year. Last year, 77 games, 32 points. If he can be up around 50 to 60 points, I think the sky's the limit for this team and what they can do. Maybe even sneak into the playoffs and shock a team in the first round. I don't think they'll make a deep run, but it'll definitely be a good year for the Ottawa Senators. Another growing year, but I think it'll be a good year overall. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Who do you think needs to be the biggest performer this upcoming season if they are to have success and make a deep run into the playoffs, or at least just make it into the playoffs? Who's going to have a surprise year for the Senators? Is it going to be Brandstrom? Is it going to be Batherson? Is it going to be Kubalik? Is it going to be like a Parker Kelly? Is somebody like that? Are they going to have a breakout year and shock the NHL and shock the Ottawa Senators? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Again, it is completely free, does not cost you a single penny. Be sure to also check out the description. Got a couple links down there for you guys to take full advantage of for SeatGeek, as well as GFUEL Energy. Be sure to check those out. But if you guys did enjoy this video, again, subscribe to the channel. That's it for this one. I hope you guys have a good one. And as always, stay dusty.